following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Weary for the sudden sound of an outboard motor firing up.
People concerned about the thing. It's all falling apart except for this nice ball that's opened really easily.
Well, I'm concerned. Alert.
Ready and want.
First thing we're going to do is check see if
The tunnel, now quite broad and quite easy to get through, is suddenly bisected by a humanoid shadow coming from some lighted source behind. Clenching your gun tightly, you realise that you're in a position where you couldn't possibly hide from what's coming. Footsteps echo on the dry stone, and around the corner comes someone you've only seen once. The powerful and horrifying figure of your father's deadly rival, Bakuza, the Hellfist assassination fighter.
What the hell? The first thing I say.
Bakuzan pulls out his broad-bladed knife. You know, the one with the guard on it, with the spikes. The same one he used apparently to kill your grandfather. And seeing you there, a sneer fills his face, and he advances on Derek, murder in his eyes. Derek can roll his fighting.
I will roll this fight.
Shoot him! To shoot him!
No.
Shoot him!
No. This is
Indiana Jones. He's been looking for an excuse to fight for months.
This is you don't shoot the bad guy.
Yes, you do. You very much do. Oh my god!
I'm like, oh, and he spins.
Only what you take with you.
Fighting 23.
You realise because this is an analysis, not an actual fight, you realise from his stance that he has shifted into his deadly hell assassination fist style.
He's already got a special one.
He's special.
what you sustained there.
He advances on Derek, shuffling.
I'll put the gun away, and I will assume one of Dad's stances.
Okay.
Whatever that might be.
Okay, just make a fighting check to attack.
Retarded
You think you're good
style.
enough to take on one of Dad's rivals?
Killed your grandfather.
Yeah, he killed, well, allegedly. We didn't get him in court for that
It
one.
actually wasn't him, it was the poison.
The knives don't
Poison
kill
covering his
people.
ways.
His blade does drip with some kind of sticky substance.
It was so cocked, it was point up. This will be attack. 27.
You hit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, PC 19. Sorry, 17.
You feel your punch slam into his hard, muscular body. He doesn't even flinch as he carries on through his attack, driving his knee up into... What's your parry? 10 plus?
17.
Driving his knee up into your groin.
Master. I did a toughness check now, though.
You need take 22.
What if I only did half of that?
Then I'm afraid you're not getting around next round. I've rolled a 20. So, I need you to make another toughness check as he stamps down on your wrist.
Against what, like 27 or something?
Well, with this +5, with that, it's a, yeah.
If I got to 17.
That's 10 less, that's 2 degrees of failure, you can't use that hand. Well, goodbye left hand. Puts the knife down, reversing the grip, ready to drive it in. Now you finally recovered from that horrible stunning. It makes sense though, if you got hit in the nuts, you're not doing anything for a while.
Yeah.
You want to do anything?
Yeah, I wish to strike out and potentially grapple his knife arm.
From all the way down there.
Well, I'll be rising up as
Yeah, you got one
My
hand.
arm is.
So you'll be rising up and not reserving your action in order to defend yourself while you're standing up within melee range?
I use instant up and defeat his fucking...
Good. I will use Hellfist Assassination to negate that.
Damn! Well, I couldn't have foreseen that one.
No.
In that case, with ground fighting, I will strike out at his ankles.
Okay.
I have to take an action to do that, and I can't stun to do that and attack at the moment, unfortunately.
Realistically speaking, you can't change your intention just because I've counted your instant buff. You still tried to do that, but I'll let this slide because otherwise you're fucked. You're still fucked.
Yeah, I might be. 24.
And the damage range on that?
16.
Doesn't seem to do a lot.
Then I get him to grapple with that.
Okay. Cool, you've pinned yourself in place.
Oh, I don't suffer those... Unless he has an assassination fist for it, I don't suffer the negatives from me grappling someone. Apart from that it's harder to
Well, I mean,
move
that's fine because you're down there grappling onto his leg, and my intention was to stab you from a downwards thrust. That's still valid.
It's just really like normal with prone fighting.
Okay, is your parry better than 18? You said forgetting that you already reported it, but I can't remember what it was.
17.
Alright, you're hit. I need a toughness check against, with the knife, 24.
Because you also take damage when you get stunned. I get 22.
That's a 1 degree fail, that's 1 damage.
Yeesh.
The knife sinks into your rain slicker and slices you across the shoulder, damaging the rain slicker more than anything.
Not my rain slicker, I just got that.
The rain slicker starts hissing and dissolving around where the knife did. It's actually made out of his blood.
That's
But
nice.
you don't know that.
No. Well, I'll take my free action to make the grab more effective. Because if I can get to stage 2...
Ah! I think I see what
Wasn't
you're going to
allowed.
do. See, normally grappling is utterly stupid, but when someone doesn't see it as a threat, it can be quite dangerous.
Unfortunately, I wonder what happens when I fuck up.
Ah! Well, you lose your grapple.
Okay, so I'll break the grapple.
I don't feel like punishing you any more than this! Oh, you don't want to shoot him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and draw the gun
Okay, that's your action. You can do what
and
you want with it.
roll away from him with my movement. Seeing as the grapple
Withdrawal.
broken. With the withdrawal.
I've actually committed my Hellfist assassination technique to something else, so I can't pursue you.
Excellent.
Not really.
Well, because then you've used it for something else, which is way worse.
Well, you've got some distance on you. It might be alright.
Okay.
I guess now I get to do my thing.
Yeah.
Cool. The air wavers around him and his skin becomes shiny and metallic. And then he catches fire.
What do you mean?
I mean, he catches fire.
He's like Ann and Tom in one.
This is no bloody good.
Oh, except for like the fire is purple and red. Like a hellfire. Except we all know that's green. For the City of Heroes, 9.
Life's a tone of green.
Yeah, there's a word for it though.
I'll use the old movement to roll on your feet.
Okay.
Then I will open fire. Blam! 844, punk.
I have a horrible feeling that your it's a dex check for a ranged attack, isn't it? Oh Christ, I have a horrible feeling about it. And don't forget to add your small arms to it.
Yep. 10.
Did you at least call a shot to try and make it something?
No.
Nah, it sounded like a snapshot to me.
Yeah, 18.
My dodge on this guy is 10.
I pictured you like
he
rolling
doesn't-
away and then just.
Because you know
coming
how
up
everything
with
has to balance out? I put it all into parry.
See.
What? That's what martial fighters do.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, what's your damage rank?
So with this is obviously a different pistol than normal. My big pistol has a toughness check of 19. But if this is bigger even, it might be
We will say it is Does anyone want to give me a hero point?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, you shoot him in the eyeball. And it's a wonderful shot. And he pitches over and dies.
Oh,
as
wow.
far as you can tell.
I'll get to my feet.
The fire goes out and the
Oh,
skin
okay.
turns back to normal, and it's, and all the skin around his face melts away, revealing his true face.
What's this true?
Yours.
I'll grab some of the lichen off the wall and fat the bow and sort of throw it over there so that when I approach I've got a bit more light.
Okay.
Is the knife still?
Still there.
I'll kick that away.
It's dissolving under its own acid, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll kick it away just in case. And then, keeping the gun ready to open fire if he'll move, I'm gonna check and see if he's. I'm gonna check and see if he's dead without the skill. So it's just gonna look like I do that for flavor. I look for a pulse, but I don't know how to look for a pulse.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pat him down.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
In fact, he seems to be dissolving.
Yeah. Even his clothes and everything.
Yeah, rotting away.
Well, now that he's started to run away, and I'm fairly certain he's not getting back up to attack me again, I'm gonna grab that fistful of lichen and sort of see if the cave goes further.
No.
Okay. In that case, I will make an investigation check of the cave,
Okay.
searching for things, detector's cache, or any other markings and things like that.
Go ahead.
20. Not a natural. 0. Then very confusedly, I'm going to make my way out. Back through the crawly bit, covered in more mud.
The rain has taken on a lot of elements of sleet.
What was the marking on the back of the door initially?
Was there a marking on the back, above the back of the door now?
Oh, yeah, the entire door frame's surrounded with it,
The eye?
amongst other things.
What are the other things?
You really want a description of all of them?
No.
Okay, get your pen and
so-
paper ready to draw
No,
everything
no,
wrong.
no.
It's
Because one of them's going to be a skull.
It's a skull! It's dignity!
Okay, well, but a bunch of weird, maybe religious-y looking symbols.
Certainly creepy.
Oh,
Can't imagine what any of them look like.
well, get back out from under the gallows, brush some of the mud off, and holster the gun.
Okay, we'll come back to you because it's now late afternoon for you.
Oh, wow.
You were in there for hours.
Jesus.
And we'll go back to, who was first? Oh, Alvin. Ah, Alvin, it's been a while. Where should we begin? Seems like forever.
Picking drawers.
Rifling locks on drawers and
Oh, yes, that was it, wasn't it? Alvin had picked the desk drawers and was rifling through them like a naughty boy.
The window was open, so you came in and checked.
This is obviously the most important thing to your investigation.
This new cache of paintings has been given to my care and study, and whilst the style, stroke and consistency is in line with historic works of Anna Bradford, the paint and canvas are too new. The types of paints used were evidently mixed at some time in an equivalent of redacted. Can't really work out what that symbol is. And the paintings themselves attest to being only a few years old. As such, I attest they must be forgeries and extremely skillful ones at that measure. As to their value, there is some artistic merit, although I would argue that the imitative nature, diminishes their worth. I suggest this conclusion be verified in Boston, and when agreed upon, an announcement of their falsehood be published. Of more interest is the find of the woman's home after she left the mainland, and of possessions she may have had. I personally am very interested in accompanying any expeditions we would make. Albert Bolton.
Now, I will point out that I made a mistake there.
Yep.
It is supposed to be signed Hugo Bolton.
Yep.
My bad.
You've got to juggle like fucking 50 Boltons and Bradfords around. So.
Yeah, don't worry. Whoever caused this to be a thing is definitely going to get the punishment reamed right out of it. I'm going to wring it out of it.
Fucking Alex.
Hey.
Alvin will return that letter to that drawer and pick it back to being locked.
Fixing it.
And continue rifling till I've gone through all the drawers.
Okay. That's the only thing of major significance to your investigation. In the bottom of one of the drawers, you do find like a letter opener that's like a particularly cool little swordy looking letter opener.
I can't be absolutely certain that's not one of the swords we're looking for, so I'm going to take the sword.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room you would like to look at?
Well, I mean, there's a skull on the fucking thing. What are they, he's going to... Does it have a button under it?
No. It appears to be a real skull.
Oh. In the room. Alas, poor Yorick. I don't remember the rest of this scene.
I knew him, Horatio. Here hung those lips I have kissed I know not how oft.
Then Alvin will probably take a look at the stonework, the little stonework things that were on the shelf, and I think the rolled up piece of paper that looks like there's a scroll that's meant to be unrolled.
Oh, it's a leather roll.
Mm.
Inside are a number of esoteric tools from long ago. Perhaps... I won't say anymore. You don't have the knowledge or expertise to immediately know that. Little pincers, very sharp stone blades, all neatly tucked into a roll.
And then cursory looking down the bookcases just to see if there's anything that jumps out, like a book on Bradfords or anything he would pinch for Bonnie.
It's kind of hard to see the spines with the lighting where it is, but you could probably like take one of the candles off of one of the candlestick holders and examine them more closely.
Yes.
You ignoring the wall decorations, you take the candle off and begin examining the spines of various books. And you do indeed find...
Well, the books are like one of the walls, so first is the bookshelf, then walk around and have a look at the other walls.
Let the little golden book go, Dagon go.
For kids. I need to find the portrait of Vigo.
You do have a number of like weighty tomes with ominous names, and then sandwiched in amongst them is games for children. Which, as it turns out, to be a lengthy treatise based on noting that almost all games that children play or are taught to play seem to be about predator and prey avoidance narratives.
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of ooky spooky.
And it lists off a number of examples like hide and seek, sardines, and flee to the woods.
That doesn't seem quite really... Why? What, did we dovetail into children's sacrifice there?
It will describe each game.
Like, just looking at the back of the book, is it published in or made for this region, or is it like a...
The back of the book lists the author as Dr. J. Bradford.
Okay, Bonnie might want this.
There's another book by Dr. J. Bradford, by the way.
Well,
It is a collection of writings, a collected works. This is the only one. There are no clues for the investigation in this. This is fluff.
alright.
Just because it's a log and you don't want to read it.
Yeah. Well, we'll grab the collected works, because that take that to body. Stuff it in a little satchel thing.
Finally, Alvin sighs. Resignedly, he didn't want to have to do it, but there's nothing left to examine except what, instead of paintings, is on the walls. He sighs and regards the 13 swords hanging on the wall.
Mom!
Oh,
I
together.
Well, I
Each
guess-
of them inky and black. They look like that.
Are they that size?
Yes.
Oh, not that big swords.
Well, what do you do, Alvin? Do you go back to Nancy and tell her, hey, I found some swords, or do you just steal them all now?
She's probably at the window saying, yeah, no, let's take them now. She's figured out where they are.
Just look up a little bit higher. She might already be hanging down from the ceiling.
Actually, I will look for something in the room to just bind them all together so they won't make a lot of noise.
Just that leather roll.
Or that one rope to bind
no,
them.
he's right. That I've already stolen so much stuff from this. Well, that's what's ruining other priceless artifacts.
Governments, thieves.
Gypsies, tramps.
Like what? I'm sorry. What? Did you
Governments,
use different
thieves,
words?
gypsies, tramps. Perhaps less catchy, but nonetheless accurate.
Yeah. So it's gonna try and take one off the wall.
You take each sword down from the wall. They're surprisingly weighty, filled with burdensome ominousness. With each one you take off of the wall, you feel heavier, weightier, blacker,
And darker again.
Well, I am in the middle of a theft and heist. This is.
They clink slightly as you nestle them in and wrap another layer of roll around. Shadows draw in as the room seems to darken.
And
From the wall where you have removed them, those candles are no longer throwing off their sickly yellow light. Now they seem brighter and happier. Warmer.
These better be the right
But where
ones.
you are, everything is darkness. Suicidal thoughts flit through your head briefly before you banish them.
I couldn't even kill me if I knew Tom could kill me.
With the pleasant thought of Happy Tom's smiling face, reminding you of what you left behind at home. There's Happy Tom flipping a burger on the barbecue and waving you over and giving you a beer. Is Tom teaching you how to ride a bike for the first time in your suburban home?
Now, what you want to do is you want to
I'm
race-
not joking. These thoughts and memories flash through your head somehow.
Tom's your dad.
Wait, when did I get a cool dad?
Cool.
What is Tom if not cool? I'm being cool.
He's a bit try-hard to be cool.
I don't care.
What do I have to
I
do,
don't want-
Daddy?
I don't care.
Look, do you know
Wow,
how hard...
Daddy, I'm doing it. What do I do next?
Everything burns.
And before Alvin goes, he wants to check out the tube with the thing on the top, just to try and work out what the fuck that is.
Okay, it's a tube. You pull the thing off the end.
Yep.
There's a hollow sound.
Is there like a quill or ink puddle or something on the...
Well, there's one way over there, yeah.
I'm gonna drop something down the tube.
So there's nothing in the tube already, is there?
Oh.
Okay, you do that.
Like empty tube, nothing in it. If it doesn't have a painting in it, I don't...
A flexible tube quivers a bit, and then you hear like a distant voice coming through, like, "Oh, Professor Dalton, what is the meaning of this?" It's a speaking tube. You don't remember these.
But I love that you got him in trouble.
It's really important not to confuse your pneumatic tube system with your speaking tube system. An accountant in our company lost all of his teeth confusing those two.
Rosalind, can I...
Yeah.
Thank you, Rosalind.
Then I'll pick up my bundle of apocalyptic swords
Heavy.
and attempt to make my way out the way I came in.
Well, the window's right there, nothing's stopping you. You smash through it.
I open it.
You grab one hilt of the sword and you swing it down, and like a bunch of swords vibrantly shoot out, and you like smash the window, then you out into the end, you grab another one, you smash through it again, like some kind of gay-ass tit who had a perfectly good sword in the first game, but no, I need to have a stupid gay sword that breaks into multiple parts for the fucking movie that ruins the story. I don't know anyone who has that sword.
I don't have that sword, no. I have
That's
the
why you're
original.
not gay. There are other reasons you're gay. Anyway. Okay, you break out of the window. Let me just get a stealth check to see if anyone will see you.
5k for the sword.
Yeah, it's the same one I was looking at. I
Looked good, but oh.
was like, Stephen would love that, but I ain't spending that much on someone else.
Please pass that down. Oh wait, my lighty dice are charged.
Actually, you need that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah. $28.
Okay, you think you're unseen as you leap out of the window and smash Hulk style into the ground.
Okay, not where I was going to go, but it gets me to the ground.
You ain't corrected me.
Listen, that sounds cooler than what I was planning to do. Yes, that's
Look,
what
I was planning to climb up onto the roof and be all like brooding gargoyle on the roof.
You know what? I like that better for my purposes. Yeah, you do that. Crouching atop the peak of the roof, Spawn style. You sit and wait.
With a bunch of swords over my back, like some kind of pathetic ranger thing from the Mordor game.
I know about Azrael.
Yeah.
But you're not wearing white, so, you know.
That's just black.
And we'll just wait for a Nancy to come out, because don't want to be walking along rooftops feeling heavy. Might make extra noise, might fall through a roof.
That's your dad's trick. Right. We'll resume right here. Eventually, you will make a perception check. Score better than 2.
Yeah! 3.
What? You see someone sneaking across the roof towards you, literally glowing.
I know we're supposed to wait, but they were just sitting there.
Oh dear, I guess that means that these ones weren't what we were looking for.
Well, too bad, because they're gonna notice they're missing soon. They were using them to light the room.
Quick question. As she got closer to me, and now both the swords are in proximity, is the...
Well, she's
light-
getting less bright, and you're feeling lighter.
I think I got the other half of your set.
Let's get out of here then.
You lead the way down. I'll follow.
Okay.
You walk across the roof, like David Bowie over the edge, and just walk down the roof upright.
You fucking show off. Wish I could do that.
She'll turn around and just be like,
I asked for that. I did.
At least it's not repelled.
get to the bottom, you steal off into the gloom. Lightning cracks overhead and hits the university. Stone flies everywhere. Right where you had just been crouching moments ago.
When the boom happened, Alvin Willows stepped in and tried to shield the Nancy, but I was like, we gotta go.
Indeed.
You run suspiciously off into the group. It's like people passing on the streets are like, oh my god, what happened over there with the thing? The university's been hit by lightning again. I told him taking down all the lightning rods so much was a mistake, but they didn't listen to old Thunder Jeff. I told him this would happen. A pox on you, Mr. Tonic. A pox on you.
I'm sorry, I've black and committed a crime. I know how to run away from that.
So running away, eventually you duck into an alleyway into the lee of a building to catch your breath. And she's like,
so, I can't help but notice that the only two people who aren't leering at me now and then are you and Derek. Are you lovers?
Oh dear God, no.
Are you both, you know?
No, I think he and Aaron
So it's
are-
just him that's gay.
she doesn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure, that's what that is.
I'm glad he found a place where people won't criticize him and stone him to death.
Oh, we can't.
You know what they do to gays in Egypt? They get a lovely view. Yeah.
Before. Oh.
Don't worry. I don't think that way about him.
It's glad to know. He is a sensitive soul.
This will only increase my teasing, though.
Oh no.
I wouldn't say he doesn't deserve it.
Now you're finally going to find out what it feels like to be teased by someone, Derek.
Finally!
Right. So, what do you do? You reckon we go back to the hotel? Can we get in without...
Well, I don't seem to be glowing as much when I'm near you, so...
Just hug under your arm.
Let's go back to the hotel, dear.
The coach is still there.
Yes, it is. But they ran right past it and left.
And we also can't really be seen with the swords.
With the
and
swords.
stuff. We were only supposed to get
They're
dropped
huge.
I know.
You can't just tuck these under the trench coat.
I know, and it's...
Sure did steal 26 out of 13 swords are revealing.
You wrap them around Nancy's waist and it's a very nice dress.
Isn't there a boss like that in Nier Automata?
No, probably.
Yeah.
It does like pirouettes and shit.
I remember the opera singing one.
Oh yeah, that one was annoying. Especially when it took over the camera and went to a top down and now I can't
Now
see
it's a
where
bullet
everything's
hell.
coming from. Thanks guys. Look, here it is. Camera on the right stick, control on the left, anything else is weird and wrong. Okay, we'll let you get back to the hotel and we'll cross over to, let's see, who was number 2? Was you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back to Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light.
I don't, no.
Then maybe I
Hope you
do.
enjoy that.
It's the only way I'll
So what
get
are we
some.
doing, Roxanne? Hurry up.
I'm trying to
Make
remember
decisions.
the exact last thing we were doing.
You'd
I
seen
know.
all the tunnels, but couldn't
Yeah.
pin them all together where they go.
Would you object if I went down there, Derek? I mean, Derek. I just did it again. Dex.
I'm offended.
She's offering to go down one.
You know I'm in a relationship, right?
I mean, would you object if I went underground and went into one of those tunnels?
Oh, no, go right ahead.
Okay. I'll go somewhere that's clearly not going to go down into a grave, and just tunnel straight down and...
Okay. You sink 2-3 inches into the mud, and then stop.
Powers just don't work after
You
that?
have a feeling in you that's sort of just like...
Huh. I can't do it.
I believe in you.
No, I mean...
Don't give up.
No, I'll try again.
Think of America.
18. Try again.
Nothing happens.
Not working.
I can still feel your mind. Yep, there it is. Plump, round. Cuddly little mind.
Try and raise a chunk of ground up.
Yeah,
From the surface?
You can lift some surface dirt.
Let it drop. It's something to do with it won't let me go down. Something's stopping me from going down.
Could be the composition of the ground.
No, it's more than that.
Some
I
kind
can
of
tell when-
anti-mutant field.
Could be.
Well-
It's like the shop. It's like being in the shop.
So but you just lifted stuff.
Yeah, no, but as soon as I try and go down, that's when it's like, no, you're not doing that anymore.
Okay then. Looks like we have to do things the old-fashioned way.
The shovel.
I was going to say we bust open all the doors and look inside.
Okay, what are we busting them open with?
You can manipulate stone. The doors are made of stone. Why don't you just open them? Why am I the one who has to think of this? Is it because Dex is the cleverest man here?
Yes.
I didn't know that things were made of stone.
I literally said they were. Twice.
Except for the one with the gate on it.
Yeah, it was the one with the
There has a
yeah.
gate in front of the stone.
That's right.
And I'll use my ability to move metal around to open the gate.
Your what?
Hmm?
Your ability to move metal around.
Oh, right, we haven't told you about that yet. I can't do that.
Well, no, you told me that you can't do that.
I can't.
I know, you just said.
Yes.
Okay. Put my hand on the stone slab and try
It feels cold.
okay, can I sense where the gap is that it should slot into? Like, which way to
You
press
will
it?
need to actually make a ground sense check
Yeah.
for that. And you will need to hit 15 or better. Yeah! Noodles!
Wonderful. Milking them out of us today.
I've rolled 3 once today.
Like an Andrew.
I know I've only rolled like about 6 times tonight, so... Yes.
Yes, you can.
Cool, which way do I have to slot this thing?
The door will push inwards, and it's like got the counterbalance hinge on the left-hand side, so you will need to push it.
Okay, I shall do that, and then...
The lock
which I will-
gives way with a rending screech, because you've just got enough to do this without a check. And the door to the crypt swings open. And beyond is a very ordinary crypt. It's got like 2 or 3 tiers, and most of them are filled, but not all of them. A withered bouquet of flowers lies beside one of the, I will say, caskets.
These actually would have names inside.
They do.
I will look at
I'm not
that.
going to enumerate them because they're completely irrelevant.
Yeah,
Here's a bunch of names.
yeah. I'll check the names,
Perf
but
Wheaton, Myth Jambanor, Brendan Campbell.
Lost, but
Obviously,
not
all the
forgotten.
last names would be broadly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to examine
So all Campbells.
and make my way through to...
Oh, what you mean is,
Oh, true. It's a primitive savage helmet. Yeah.
Better. No internet or Twitter on this.
I don't think your standard electric mining helmets have that either. But
They do in Google.
No. 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 No.